Spider-Man joins the fight in Inhumans Once and Future Kings issue 4. While Maximus looks for someone named Aunt May, Medusa catches up to him, and Maximus demands to be allowed to finish his mercy mission, which confuses Medusa, who wants to know what Maximus is talking about. Earlier, Black Bolt confronts Spider-Man, whom he thinks is an Inhuman spy sent by the King. Black Bolt orders Spider-Man to surrender, and when he decides to get smart with the Prince, Black Bolt blasts him with his controlled voice, causing Peter to fall and his ears and nose to bleed. Webbing up Black Bolt's mouth, Peter leaves Black Bolt, noting he isn't actually hurting anyone and is running late for something, so he can't really deal with him at the moment. Back in the present, Maximus reveals to Medusa that Spider-Man is Peter Parker, and he is a photographer, which he uses the money from to pay his aunt's mortgage. He left Black Bolt because he was late in delivering some photos to J. Jonah Jameson, and if he didn't get the money, Aunt May's medication couldn't be paid for. In the past, Black Bolt chases after Spider-Man, who webs up the Prince to a billboard. Maximus joins his brother and, using his mind powers, finds out that Peter's spider sense ups his own powers and causes a feedback loop. Because of this, Spider-Man suddenly feels immense hatred for Black Bolt, attacking the Prince. Maximus meanwhile has his mind changed slightly to match Peter's, and he remembers the money for the photos and Aunt May. Elsewhere, the captured Triton talks with the scientist overseeing him, which surprises her since he can actually speak English perfectly well. The scientist wants to know what Triton is, but the Inhuman demands to be released. Heading to Queens, Maximus delivers Aunt May her medication, making Medusa wonder what exactly is going on. Maximus tells her about the telepath feedback loop. Earlier, Black Bolt is still fighting Spider-Man, who is still feeling the effects of the feedback loop. Cadillac arrives, attacking Black Bolt and using his weapons to shift Black Bolt out of phase, meaning his voice powers won't work. As Crystal is told by the King that Medusa can return home to Attilan, Maximus learns that he is out of control pills, meaning his madness won't be held back any longer. Because of this, he kisses Medusa and begins to cry, realizing that someone like Aunt May is a living soul who has dedicated her life to nurturing others. Medusa surprisingly returns his kiss. Released from his watery prison, Triton meets with his brother Karnak at Coney Island. Taking his brother, Karnak says that Black Bolt and Medusa are fighting a human spider being in the city and they must aid them. Besting Cadillac, Maximus demands to know why he is hunting them, learning he wishes to have Attilan's throne and Medusa for himself. Their talk is interrupted by Spider-Man, who webs up Cadillac and takes him with him. This doesn't stop Black Bolt from attacking Cadillac, saying Elisha was right about the King wanting Medusa, proclaiming he will return to Attilan to have words with the King. In Chelsea, Crystal and Lockjaw arrive in Elisha's apartment. Elisha tells Crystal that she needs to go home, but she won't until Elisha gives her something. Crystal wants his hat, and Elisha is more than happy to give it to her, as he recently acquired the helmet of Ben Whitman the Wizard, whom he has killed. Inhumans Once and Future Kings issue 4 was the first issue of this pretty great series that I felt was needlessly confusing. It kept cutting between the past and the present with multiple different storylines, and it kind of came off as a long jumbled mess. The thing is, the cuts to the past and the present weren't like it took place like a day and a half ago or a week ago. It took place like mere minutes ago. So why didn't they just tell the story in a proper format instead of cutting back and forth between Maximus fighting Spider-Man and Maximus helping and then moving on to the Aunt May stuff? It was really needlessly confusing. I did enjoy Spider-Man's appearance, however, in this issue, and I loved the use of Maximus's powers on him and how it didn't really work as it should have, allowing Black Bolt to get a glimpse of his brother's true intentions. And as I've said, this is kind of what the TV show should have been. It's set up exactly like a TV show as well, like the way the characters and their arcs are moving and everything. It feels like a small mini series for a TV show. Elisha's plans are also quite interesting now that he has apparently killed the wizard and taken his helmet, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing what he has planned. I'm going to give this issue a 7.5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the Book Depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.